Hey, how's it going everyone? It is Drago. We're back with another chapter of Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest. Chapter 179, The True Worth of Gold. And the cover page for this chapter has Juvia on it in a Egyptian outfit, which I actually really like this cover, and I also find it so fun that she still has to have gray on her in some way, some form, somehow, having a little gray charm on her belt. And indirectly, I know this isn't exactly a New Year's cover, but since it's Year of the Snake, you know, she's got like a little snake ornament on her head. I honestly would love to see what some of the other fairy tale characters would look like in Egyptian outfits. I really enjoy this cover, so let's get into the actual chapter. We pick up the chapter with Gray continuing the fight against Viernes, which, to be honest, his first attack just hits him and just bounces off of him and doesn't do much of anything at all to him whatsoever. He follows it up with an Ice Make Death Scythe, which that thing is super ineffective because he literally just turns it into gold dust. Things are really not going Gray's way because in that attack he ended up getting hit himself, and that attack started to turn his body into gold and it's starting to weigh him down. It's also the same exact time that Viernes finally starts talking, which is the first time he's ever done that. And pretty much the only things he's talking about is just how you're challenging a dragon god and you have no chance of winning since I turned literally everything into gold. Kind of love that even still in Gray's really bad situation, he still makes a joke saying that Viernes' power is a great way to get rich. And Viernes does this attack called Gold Rush, which is going to be kind of pretty because it's got like all these sparkles, but it literally turns the whole area around him completely gold. Even the birds in the sky literally turn gold. As Gray's avoiding his attacks and just trying to find a spot where he can potentially regroup and try and figure out a way to defeat Viernes, the ground itself is literally turning into magma, which is kind of an interesting quirk of his magic, that it can literally be turned into magma as well, I guess. But that was mainly through alchemy, not so much his magic. And Gray honestly not doing so well because he still is getting pummeled by attacks, and he just is pretty much out of ideas. I'm still kind of shocked he's still not using Devil Slayer magic, which their fight starts to get interrupted by a portal appearing between them. And it turns out who is actually in that portal is Selene, which honestly she doesn't seem controlled or going into a rampage. She seems actually like her regular self. And she also exited the portal with Wendy and Carla, which they look like they're already defeated at this point, which maybe they won against her and made her go back to her regular senses, hence why she's not rampaging, but who knows if she's actually bad. And with that is the end of this chapter. So my thoughts. Honestly, I kind of thought Gray was going to do something similar to what he was doing against his fight against Silver, to where his ice was basically useless in that fight and he had to figure out creative ways to attack. Honestly thought he was going to take maybe like some of the gold and like use that as potential attack material. I mean, he is pretty dang outclassed against Viernes. I don't really see how he probably could have won that fight. I mean, he hasn't used Devil Slayer yet, so maybe, but I guess he does have Wendy now and Selene. Gray was definitely outmatched this chapter, and honestly not too much happened besides that. So what are your guys' thoughts about this chapter? Leave in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and this is Drago, signing out.